Most people fail not because they are not capable, but because they are trying to change everything overnight. They set huge goals, chase perfection, and when it doesn't happen fast, they quit. But what if the secret is not doing more? What if doing just a little? Every single day, not 100%, not even 10%, just 1%, because 1% doesn't feel like much today. But over time, it changes everything. Listen, there was a man who felt completely stuck in his life. He had no motivation, no discipline, and no clear direction. Every time he tried to improve himself, he would go all in. He would push himself to the limit, going to the gym every day, following a strict diet, working long hours, cutting off distractions, trying to fix everything at once. And every time, it felt good in the beginning. He felt motivated, excited, and hopeful. But within days, the pressure became too much. He felt exhausted, overwhelmed, and within a week, he would give up and fall back into his old habit. This cycle repeatedly again and again, and each time it happened, he felt worse about himself. He started to believe that maybe he just didn't have what it takes. Maybe he wasn't disciplined enough. Maybe he wasn't meant to succeed. But one day, something changed. Instead of trying to fix everything at once, he made a different decision. A small decision. A smart one. He told himself, I'm not going to try to change my entire life today. I'm just going to get 1% better. That was it. No pressure, no unrealistic expectations, just one smaller improvement. One short workout instead of a full intense session. Reading one page instead of entire chapter. Practicing one skill for just 10 minutes instead of hours. At first, it felt too small, almost pointless. By this time, he didn't stop. He stayed consistent. Day after day, he showed up. Not perfectly, but consistently and slowly. Something started to shift. He became more disciplined, not because he forced himself, but because he built the habit of showing up. He became more confident, not because one big success, but because he proved to himself that he would keep going. He became more focused, not overnight, but gradually. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and without even realizing it, he was becoming a completely different person. Not because of one big breakthrough moment, but because 100 of smaller decisions that added up over time. And a year later, when he looked back, he realized something powerful. His life wasn't perfect, but it was completely different from where he started. Here is the truth you need to understand. Big results don't come from big actions. They come from small actions repeated constantly. If you improve just 1% every day, you are not staying at the same, you are growing, even if you don't see it immediately. And over time, that growth compounds into something massive. But most people ignore this because it's not existing. It's not fast. It doesn't give you instant gratification. And in a world where everything is about quick results, patience feels uncomfortable. But that's exactly why this works. Because most people aren't willing to stay consistent long enough to see the result. Getting 1% better every day means doing the smaller things that most people ignore. It means putting in effort even when no one is watching. It means being patient when results are slow, It means trusting the process, even when you don't see immediate progress. Because growth is not about intensity, it's about consistency. And this is where you need to be honest with yourself. Are you chasing quick results, or are you building something that actually lasts? Because those two paths are very different. One gives you temporary satisfaction, the other gives you long-term transformation. So, starting today, stop trying to do everything at once. Stop overwhelming yourself with unrealistic expectations. And stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Instead, focus on one smaller improvement, one better decision, one better habit, one step forward. That's all you need, because real change doesn't happen in one day. It happens in every day. It happens in the moment where you choose to keep going, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when it feels like nothing is happening. And if you stay consistent, if you truly commit to get just 1% better every day, something incredible will happen. One day, you will look back and realize that you have come further than you ever expected. You will realize that the smaller steps you once doubted were actually the foundation of everything you built. And your future self don't just thank you, they won't even recognize the person you used to be.